Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Pillars of Eternity. As I continue with this blind Let's Play. Last time we started to go through the Endless Pass at Cadnua. We kind of was helping out Kana with his story stuff. We got down to level 7, almost. We got the remnants of the tablet and all that stuff. You know, I haven't completed all of level 7. There's that one little spot that seemed the enemies were a little bit harder. So I'm going to wait on that and the rest of Cadnua for right now. As I was sitting here about to start the video and I was just kind of looking through my items, I'm kind of a fool. Because if I right click on my weapons, there you go, I can enchant them. I don't know why I was thinking, oh, I have to go to a blacksmith or, you know, something of that sort, but I mean, I could just do it with the crafting. Ooh, burning, corrosive, freezing, shocking. You know what? Hang on. Besides ours, excuse me, as I'm losing my voice for some reason. Let's go look at Adair's. Give him some of this. I'm hoping this doesn't replace that. I don't think it's 2 out of 14, so I don't think so. I think it can have up to 14 from the looks of it. We have a lot of those ingredients. Requires 1 represent burn, corrosive. You know, I might give him corrosive. Yeah, let's, I'm gonna give him corrosive and see what happens. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, then it adds on to it. Okay, so I guess we can only have one, yeah, one of those at a time. Can we disenchant? Probably not, it looks like. Maximum enchantments, or at least for that. So at least we can do this, and what's the ingredients on this? Oh, one of those? Oh man. Plus 30% damage, oh my gosh. That's insane. Before we do that, let me check back to my main character. Go to enchant. Okay, I don't have that, apparently. Excuse me. Let's give my greatsword a burning lash. And you know what? For Adair, let's give him. Excuse me. Oh my goodness! I hope this doesn't happen all episode. Alright, let's give him the extra damage. Okay. Oh, that's cool! And now you can now see the effects. I figured that'd be the case, but I wasn't sure.
I shall.
That's awesome now. Hopefully... Now, of course, if we run across any, like, fire elementals and all that stuff, that's gonna be a problem with my main character. But yeah. Let's take a look at the keep. Oh yeah, the library's completed. Did we start anything else? I couldn't remember. Oh wait, did we not? Doesn't look like it. So... how about... hang on. You know, how about we get this chapel? Let's get the chapel and raise it +4. You know. So yeah, I'm gonna probably also look through my journal really quickly, but I'm thinking I'm gonna hold off on that. I think. Yeah, look, the prisoner by choice, wherever that is. Let's see. Don't need the battle, don't need the siege. I'm gonna hold off on those. Oh yeah, the expert on awakening for Aloth. I'm gonna hold off on that because that's it over in the Twin Elms. Hold off on the Cadnua stuff. Durance, I need to talk to Durance again. I'll do that later. And then we can't do Adair stuff. So really find out about, you know, track the person down for Aloth, or wait, let me just make sure. Oh, and the Grieving Mother's passed. I can't believe I skipped this quest. And I need to talk to her as well.
The stones and the spirits in this place have begun to heal.
Alrighty. Okay, that's fine. I think we couldn't go there, and all this is flooded, it looks like, so we can't actually get to Twin Elms anyway. You know what, the more I think about it, probably once we complete those main story quests and all that stuff, we get the item, able to lower this water right when we can get, you know, through the ruins and whatnot, and that probably then gets us to the next act, which is over here. That makes sense, how this is gated off. So I think it's time. I think I'm gonna try it and see how this goes. I think I'm gonna go to the White March, go to the Stalwart village, since they've requested aid, and see how that goes. It'll take us a full 24 hours to complete our journey. Let's go.
You set out for Stalwart. The White March rises up in the distance, stretching to the north and south as far as the eye can see. It beckons to you with peaks like broken fingers. The road thins to a tattered ribbon, and the shadow of the mountains falls across your path. You've barely begun your climb when the darkening sky pummels you with hailstones and turns the ground beneath you to ice. You press on. The air grows thin, and the treacherous mountain passes funnel screeching winds past your ears. A blizzard forces you to make camp for 3 days, huddling for safety while snow piles around your refuge. At last the weather clears, and you approach Stalwart under a crisp blue sky. There's a noise, high and sharp, coming from the village that sounds at first like another frozen gale. But when you top the rise and reach the village's wooden gates, you see what lies beyond them.
Interesting.
It's Darzir, with a whole pack of them!
Oh, goodness.
We can take these bastards!
Well, let's go, guys. Apparently it's a payday as well.
Dead on! Onward!
Dang it, we didn't get there in time. Okay. So, let us go this way, I think.
Look out! More of them by the fishery!
Oh.
Love.
Onward!
Yeah, I think these corrosive and flame abilities, or, you know, damage-wise, is gonna do wonders.
Of course.
But they're under attack by ogres. Let's see, anybody down here need rescuing? Yes. Oh, I just realized I got knocked down. Oh no! Little Mark just keeps going down every time. It's a good thing Ilmark doesn't have a health bar, otherwise they probably would be dead by now, the amount of times they've gone down. Oop.
Brave thou shalt not believe.
We need help!
Oh no!
Run! They'll kill us all!
We'll try to cover you. No, God, no, no! Get out of there! Here, Elof.
Onward!
I kind of wish that instead of having to click every time, I don't know if I brought this up yet, I might have, but that they would just auto-attack. But oh well.
Brave thou shalt not.
Actually, no, everybody, take care of that wolf.
Charge!
Ooh, dear. Second win, please. If you can. Aloth, do a wall of fire right there.
How may I help?
Quickly. Oh no, hold off on that. No, Aloth. Oh no.
I'm
Oh, damn. Oh, that's not good. How close are we? Badly injured. Grieving Mother. Take control. Quickly. Quickly. Puppet Master, go! Oh my gosh. No, not that one. Hang on, everybody. This is not going as planned.
Hey.
Oh, thank goodness we got that off. Okay. Yeah, I figured she's going down.
Leave it to me.
Come on, guys. Oh my goodness. Well, this sucks. my goodness. Alright, let's go back to the autosave. Let's try that again.
Darzir's fallen! Back to the matron, now!
You set out for Stalwart. The
Indeed.
White March
It's Darzir! With a whole pack of them!
We can take these bastards!
Alright, take 2 on trying to defend this village. You know, I don't think I noticed, but it wouldn't surprise me if the ones I were facing was actually Darzir, their leader, and that's why it was so tough. Like I said, I didn't even think about it.
Look out! More of them by the fishery!
Attack!
Gonna wait for Idelmark to come back and be fully healed. You know what? Hang on. Let's go to Skani. Let's also enchant. Why not? You know? Let's do shocking. And then Grieving Mother. We will do also corrosive. Because why not? Might as well, right? Actually, can we talk to you?
We need help!
Okay.
This way!
Everybody form back up.
Stand fast! Reinforcements are here! Run! They'll kill us all!
Oh, we actually saved him. Yeah, I think what's definitely that's messing us up is those gunshots. Alrighty. Everybody good? It looks like it, so we're gonna ease our way. This time, when we get here, we're gonna wait. Okay. Yes, that's what it is. Everybody attack. We gotta attack the wolf, Aloth. Quickly do fire right here. Okay. Aloth, you come back. Just get the heck out of there. Wolf's dead? Okay. If I turn and face your attention there, Aloth, help them out.
La Baru, be on seek!
And keep helping them. Come on. Okay. Fireball. Don't want to hit. Actually, no. Hold off on that.
Hey. My mind.
All right. Let's do Ray of Fire. No, let's not do Ray of Fire. Let's do this one. Okay, everybody attack him. Grieving Mother. Actually, no, Grieving Mother. Take control of him. There we go. So yeah, instead of just charging it and just a little bit of tactics, then I could do it. I think. Let's get her out of there. Move her out of the way. Okay, Aloth. Where's it at? Right there. Oh wow, missed. I might not have lined that up right. Here, just go ahead. Just go ahead and do this. Well, there we go. And Grieving Mother's gone. There we go.
Darzir's fallen. Back to the matron now.
You're the one Renegild sent for. She'll want to speak with you. Her house is just up the way, next to the Grief's Rest. Thank you.
House is burning. Hurry, they're both in there.
Oh god, people in there?
Help, the hut's coming down.
Let's here, Sagani, take all that.
I'm here.
The roof of this hut is almost entirely enveloped in flames, lighting the snow in the stark orange hues. Several beams have been reduced to ember-dotted husks. Through the hut threshold, you can see only billows of smoke. Fire roars as it climbs the timbers. The air is feel thick and hot, and the building is a maze of flame. Withstanding the smoke and navigating the fire will be a challenge. Well, it's your time to shine, Adair. Adair leaps over the burning threshold, plunging out of sight behind a wall of smoke. Inside the house, fire has pitted the walls and beams, and a thick haze rolls through the building. It is hard to see even a few feet ahead, save for the occasional glimpse of embers. Crouch down to avoid the smoke. It moves onward through the haze of heat and soot. The hut groans and shifts as the blaze grows. With a mighty groan, the burning beam comes crashing down. Caught off guard, Adair is pinned beneath the heavy log. Try to push the beam away. Even reeling from the impact, Adair is still able to heave the debris away with relative ease. Adair gets back upright, like just a little winded for the ordeal. A sudden flash sings over Adair's arms, but it doesn't stop him. The pain steadily grows. Pressing forward, Adair comes at last to a wider room. To the left is a man, the source of the faint cries for help. He stands trapped behind a curtain of flame, arms raised to ward off the heat. It may be possible to reach him without quenching the fires first. To the right, a woman lies unconscious, beneath what appears to once have been the roof. Oh boy. She's small, but the rubble trapping her looks heavy. Smoke winds its way up and out onto the air, obscuring all sight of the outside. Let's examine the situation to the right first. The woman trapped beneath the rubble is considerable amount of rubble, including a heavy crossbeam. Purpling bruise on her temple suggests that she was struck as the debris fell. Try to lift the rubble off the woman. Crossbeam has provided the woman with some protection against the scattered debris that fell alongside it, but the beam itself is not weighed down. Adair grips the end of the beam, and using every ounce of strength, strains to lift it clear. The beam shifts slightly. Keep going. After a period of fruitless struggle, the beam finally begins to rise by slowly degrees. With one great final effort, Adair heaves the last rubble clear of the woman. Though still unconscious, the woman is free of the rubble and can now be moved. Oh boy. Turn to help the man. Clogs Adair's lungs and the heat will become unbearable. Adair will collapse soon. Oh god. Oh no. Please help! A man dressed in the haphazard armor of a local guard stands trapped at one side of the house. Fire has worked its way across the floor, blocking all escape. Try to reach for the man through the flames. Adair moves towards him. Flames scald. The man also tries to move it toward Adair, but the flames rise higher. Help the woman. Adair fights the remaining consciousness, but exhaustion and lack of air do they work. Adair is soon overwhelmed and collapses to the ground. Darkness descends. In the hazy state of unconsciousness that follows, the sounds of shouting and the crashing of burning timber drift here. Adair wakes sometime later, finds you standing nearby, having a... Oh no! Dragging Adair to safety. I should just...
Both of them.
Damn it! I'm sure that thing was coming down and taking your friend with them. And then wipes his brow and stares up at them. Too bad about local deer and Kida. They... Well, you could use a drink. Dang, that sucks. So take this over to Hefrix and have one on me. Wow, I am so sorry everybody, I should have just carried her out. But like I said, I'm not reloading. I'm gonna live with the choices.
Of course.
Gosh, that sucks. Alright. So yeah, let's go report to her. Oh wow, we have a lot of reports coming up. Memory of your treatment of supplicant is fading and your reputation has recovered. Wait, if I pay him off, is that... Or am I thinking of something else? I might be thinking of something else. Oh well. I kind of wished in that choice. You know, it gave me just like that other chance to get the woman out, but at the same time, yeah, I should have known since it said the smoke and whatnot was kind of billowing and whatnot.
Feels like home. Only thing this place needs is some sliced blubber and a dozen romping foxes.
Ooh, still can't feel my fingers.
Owena! Go check on that Orlan. Make sure he don't steal nothing.
I'm trying to remember who they said to talk to. Hang on. Renegild. In her house. Oh wait. In her house, not... Whoops. Oh well. We'll check out these people.
Never seen such a bloodbath. Feels like we got half the town's survivors in here, just drinking to forget it.
The dwarf surveys the crowd, but his expression sober, despite the half-empty flagon by his hand. He shakes his head and looks to you.
But you must be looking for some refreshment, too, after the way you handled them ogres. Or perhaps a room. Say the word and I'll give that shifty little Orlan the boot.
What Orlan?
Showed up a few days ago, sticks his nose out of the back room just long enough to empty his chamber pot. Up to no good, I tell you. I'd like nothing more than to see him gone, but I don't want to ruckus over it.
I could talk to him.
I'd appreciate it. And I'm sure a bleeding heart like you wouldn't hurt the little fella, but just in case the urge comes over you, don't. Shoo him along without a fuss. Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you?
I'd actually like a room.
Top quality bear pelts on every bed. You won't be disappointed.
Nice. We'll do, couple right now. We'll go cheap. I would have loved in this cutscene if like they actually had like a little bear pelt strewn across the bed. Speak to Orlin. The Orlin, sorry. Who's this? It's a bard. Let's check the back rooms. Yeah, hiding out in one of the rooms. Okay, all that would be stealing. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna, you know, piss off these people yet. Owena, not the person we're looking for. I don't think that's the person we're looking for either. Or actually, it doesn't say his name, so actually it could be. What am I saying?
Not to be rude, but I'm rather busy.
Oh, this is him.
Can't you get another room?
The Orlin turns and glances past you with a quick nervous motion. His ears, shredded and scalloped at the edges, are pressed against his skull. This one's hiding something. His mind is a maze of fear. Herfrick sent me to check on you. He thinks you're up to something.
He... what? Oh no. No.
He runs his claws through his hair and tug at a long, ragged ear. Can't imagine why'd he think you a thing like that.
Is she there? Did you see her?
Who are you talking about?
Devala. That woman. The slaver, she... I was a slave in Raid Ceres. I ran away. Made it here. The mountains are usually the best place to lose slavers, but Devala's one of the best.
That's terrible. Must be something we can do.
I just want to get out of here. I've scraped together enough money to reach New Haelmar.
New Haelmar? That's hardly an improved... He stops himself, eyes wide. I mean, it's lovely. You'll love it.
But the locals talk about a Raid Saren party, camped west of town. It's got to be Devala. She's been after me since the foothills. I'll pay you if you can get rid of her. I don't care how.
Sure, I'll do it.
Thank you. But be careful. She wouldn't have come alone.
Track down the slave hunter. I think it said west of town? Yeah, west of town. We'll see what happens.
You fought for the Deerwood in the Saints' War?
We better grab a couple pints before you get me going on that one.
No complaints here.
It's the fishery. Renegade's house. That's what I need. Let's go ahead and...
Been looking everywhere for you.
Oh, hi. The man is sweating despite the cold. He opens his mouth to speak, but all that comes out is a loud, hacking cough. He bends forward, bracing his hands on his thighs while he leaves and gasps. All Halifax... all Halifax fault? Wow. Damn fool sent me to the other side of town looking for you. At last he stands again. He wipes his dripping brow with the back of his hand and then offers that hand to you in the greeting. I'll shake his hand. Pleasure to meet you. I'm the captain of the militia around here. Nice to meet you. I wanted to catch you before you went running off into the wilds. See, there's a few dangerous folk you might be on the lookout for. Plus, if you're heading out to the Long Watch Falls, I thought you could pick up a thermal pearl for me. So you want me to pick up this pearl? That's the thing. I already found it. I just need someone else to go out and get it. Saw it in the hot springs up near Longwatch Falls. Would have grabbed it myself, but that's when I looked around and saw a Log of Faith. Must have been 50 of them? Oh my goodness. I would have fought, but I started to wonder what the rest of Star Wars would do without me. So I ran, for the sake of the village, of course. Sure, buddy. So what is this thermal pearl anyway? Besides, I guess, help with, you know, heating. They form in the hot springs, something to do with all the minerals in the water. Smells kind of funny, but they're full of minerals. Just have to crumble them into a pint. He grins. They cure scurvy. Like I said, the pearls in one of the thermal pools near Longwatch Falls shouldn't be hard to spot. Tell me more about the falls. It's east of Starward. Got some nice views of the valley, but most folk avoid it these days. Plenty of wilder nearby, and it only takes a few inches of snow to block the pass. If you're heading out that way, I suggest talking to Thurisk. He might have something to help you deal with the Langorfaith, however you say it. Thank you. Stop by Thurisk's place before you leave town. He's in the house next to mine. He's a veteran hunter, and who knows the wilds. He knows the wilds better than anybody. You said something about dangerous folk in the wilderness. Got our share of crazies out there. Most of them aren't even from the village. Latest group I hear is we're the Gleaming Society and the Sisterhood of the Slaked Skull. Okay. Our running guild set aside some bounty money to see those troublemakers were taken care of. You bring me the heads of their leaders, I'll give you payment. Interesting. I'll worry about them later. Thank you. Alright, let's talk to Renegade, or however you say her name.
They've destroyed the stockade, Mother! It's...
Enough. They're gone.
She holds up a hand, which is missing the final joint of the ring finger. But it's her voice, sharp and steely, that silences the young man. As he grows... Wow, not grows. As he glowers at his toes, she turns to you with the dark circles under her eyes, and a smile pulled taut across her lip ends. Her thin lips. I'm so sorry.
The deliverer of Cadnua. Thank you for making the journey. Abidan knows it's a long one. Well, I'm sure you wagered on a more civilized welcome. Still, we're much obliged for your capable intervention.
Pulls a knife from his belt and an apple from his pocket and sets to work. Well, it was really no trouble. I'm here to help however I can.
Then perhaps you can help us find something. Stalwart isn't much more than a grease stain on a map. What roads we've got in the White March are basically tracks in the snow. And for every trader or adventurer that comes through, 3 of our own leave for good. But it weren't always so. There was a time when kings and queens sent their firstborn to these mountains, when the White March was the envy of empires.
How the mighty have fallen. What an era that must have been for the White March.
The Pargrin dwarves transformed the White March once. We could bring some of that greatness back to Stalwart. But we need the White Forge.
She raises the map and taps a spot in the middle of the white and gray expanse. I know of it.
Then you'll know that no one's felt as much as a summery breeze from the White Forge for over 200 years. I'm hoping you can do something about that.
How so?
We've been trying to breach Durgan's battery for over a year now. Problem is, the other expeditions can't so much as dent the front door.
Tell me about the other expeditions.
A dozen different groups have come through at our request, and several more besides. Been hoping that one of them could clear the way through Durgan's battery. But young or old, green or seasoned, it don't seem to matter. They cast their spells, chisel at the door, and search the grounds until they've worn new treads into the old stone. The lucky ones eventually go home. Plenty more find themselves on the wrong side of a blizzard, or an ogre raiding party.
So why the sudden interest in the White Forge?
We're an old mining town. Or we were until the Adirans pulled out and left us with a half-dug mine shaft and something resembling an inn. Since then, it's been a steady decline. You've seen the roads. Isn't much we can produce that the Valians can't ship cheaper. But the White Forge... well, if we could fire it up again and start producing Durgan steel, or something close to it, wouldn't matter if we're in the White March or the Living Lands, business would come.
Young man says nothing, but he tosses a sliver of the apple peel into the fireplace. And that's why you need my help.
That's the long and short of it. We're laborers and fisherfolk, not adventurers. But Durgan Steel could put Stalwart on the map again. Open up the mines, bring in new business. We just need the White Forge.
How is it no one's gotten into the battery yet?
Where should I start? Ogres, blizzards, or sheer damned inaccessibility? It ain't for lack of trying, I'll tell you that much. Got untold riches in Durgan Steel lying just inside. And never mind the White Forge itself. The Adirans who first settled Stalwart tried to crack it. So did the Valians, and every other cocky adventurer with more metal than sense. But the place has a funny way of sealing itself up. Front door stays shut, the tower entrances are clogged with rubble, and it's been impossible to blast a way in.
So what happened to Durgan's battery?
It don't bear dwelling on. There's too many superstitions about that place as it is.
Killed each other off. Or so the old books say.
Plenty of tales to go around, but none of them open the battery. And the last thing people need is another reason to fear the place.
Kith do enjoy their ghost stories, though the Glenfassans take theirs very seriously.
Whatever it was, the other Pargrin dwarven settlements in the White March, Bone Picker, the Hawk, and the rest, emptied out not long after, moved to gentler, greener lands.
Had the right idea, if you ask me.
So why is Durgan Steel so special?
Because you can shave stone with it, cleave cast iron in two, and the stuff's as rare as it is remarkable.
If you had a suite of armor made out of it, that people would get tired of trying to stab you after a while and just give up.
If we could make something even half as good, we'd have a market at our doorstep and work enough for all of Stalwart.
Tell me about the Pargrin dwarves.
Pargrin's a word in their language. Means traveler. They've been wanderers for generations, but I couldn't tell you much more.
Gotcha. Any idea where I should begin?
The battery's up the mountain to the north. A good hike away.
Near Galvino's place, huh?
So it is. Though I was going to suggest dealing with that ogre camp before anything.
Who's Galvino?
Mestre Galvino, as the old crosspatch prefers it. Lives by himself and keeps the wilder and beasts at bay through sheer foulness of his temper.
She means to say he's a skilled smith and animancer, who's lived in the shadow of Durgan's battery for over a decade.
And by animancy's flimsy standards, that makes him an expert, does it?
And he butters his bread on both sides and fits his left shoe before his right. But that's neither here nor there.
It's too bad I don't have higher perception or intellect, but oh well, I see.
Ain't nobody here fond of the man, but he's a clever hand and a quick study. It's a fool who thinks he stayed so close to the battery without figuring something about it.
You said as much to the last party, and we haven't seen hide nor hair of him since. Maybe they didn't run afoul of Baragon's ogres after all.
Aldrich shrugs and turns back to the fire.
Just watch your step. Galvino's place is a ways east of the battery, and folk who pass it bring unsettling tales.
Tell me about the ogre camp.
Belongs to Flames That Whisper, Matron Baragon's clan. Hunters tell me they've been active of late.
Hunting elk and otherwise minding their own damn business.
Minding their own business. Never mind the latest expedition's disappearance, or the broken stockade.
I'm saying we shouldn't agitate them further.
So what does this matron have to do with anything?
The brawl outside was just the latest patch of trouble. The ogre clans are getting bolder, and we'll all sleep easier knowing they aren't circling our walls. Also, Baragons like to have whatever the last expedition found. Rumor has it they disappeared near her turf.
Killing a matron will only make our problems worse. The way to approach Baragon is with your hands held high.
If anyone could parley with an ogre, I suppose it'd be you. But they aren't known for their patience with prattle.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. So, got it.
Good. Before you leave town, stop by the Grave's Rest. Most visitors to Stalwart spend some time there, so Hafric and his patrons may be able to give you the lay of the land.
Don't know about you, but I'm parched all of a sudden. Well, I don't want to take any more of your time. I'll probably come back here with questions, so I'll take my leave. Find Galvino's hut near Durgan's Battery. Yeah, so we're gonna hold off on Durgan's Battery. We're gonna run out of town. We're leaving. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna track down, find a burger in the.
You've been on your own for 5 years.
Ice caves.
I've had Ichiman.
I shall.
But you can't talk to him.
My standards changed around year 2.
Let's see. Made a camp somewhere west of town. West of town. So yeah, let's take a look. Actually, let's grab this for crafting purposes. Gosh, I still can't get over that burning building. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Feels like it's hardly worth putting the huts back up.
Better than standing out here shivering.
Fresh fish! Freshly caught! Effigy's eyes! It looks at me! Ah!
What in the world? A dozen pair of blubber eyes stare up piously from the discarded heads of the day's catch, awash in a purgent sea of fins and innards. Let's sift through it. Your hands are up against something round and fleshy, the size of a melon. It is smooth and scaleless, and parts seem to be covered in hair. A discarded head, perhaps, but not that of fish. Pull it out. With one hand on either side of the head, you begin to lift out of the barrel, only to have it leap from your grasp as the head's owner springs over the lip of the barrel in an eruption of fish chunks that rain down marked over the stall. Zahua, I guess his name. The man who leapt from the barrel stands facing you, nearly naked save for one loincloth, and drizzled in fish viscera. He is covered head to toe in scars, tears and punctures, and the thorny imprints of lashings. Most are faded like old memories. Despite that, the condition of the man's body is remarkable. The drooping skin at his flanks and elbows, the only evidence of his advanced age. His face is placid, but the rest of him appears prepared for anything.
You must forgive, Zawa. I was not expecting you.
What were you doing in that barrel? He scratches behind his ear, dismayed.
Resting my eyes, I thought. Waiting for the Malkachoa to bring me insight. It would seem I dozed. Good thing my master was not alive to see it.
He blinks, leaning in to get a better look at you. His enlarged pupils seem to crowd out his pale irises.
Are you real?
I love all these options. I'm gonna say yes.
Of course. I meant no offense. But I find it is best to ask when Malkachoa is involved.
Malkachoa? Or Malakoa? Or however you say it?
A small white mushroom. I have heard it called snowcap in these lands.
Ah.
It can reveal the true nature of many things.
You have a master, you said. The man, excuse me, traces your inadvertent glance at his scars. He smiles politely.
A teacher, not an owner. Zawa is a free man. Well, as free as any of us.
I still don't understand. Why were you in the barrel?
I was freeing myself from vanity.
Did he say sanity or vanity?
Consider, how can one be vain who is bathed in the smell of dead fish?
Well, I don't know.
I had the idea when I passed this way earlier. I am pleased with the results so far.
He smiles at the woman whose head is swiveled towards him as she passes by, a look of revulsion on her face. Distracted, her toe catches on a stone and she nearly falls on her face. He claps his hands together.
Yes, quite pleased.
Those scars, are they from battle? He glances down.
From battle, yes. I left them upon my enemies. These were struck against fear. These against pleasure. These against hatred. Those down there against greed and doubt. And these...
He points to his face.
These were for vanity.
You made those scars.
I cannot take credit for all of them, but I did most of the good ones. I put them there in battle to remind myself what is real and what is not. Our worst enemies are inventions of the mind, pleasure, fear. When we see them for what they are, we become unstoppable.
And you have achieved this.
I feel I have been close, but never for more than an instant. In the moment when the pain is sharpest, the world becomes clear. In that moment, I am a match for anyone.
Your wounds must have caused you to suffer greatly.
Of course. I am fortunate to have suffered so much. If I did not suffer, I would not aspire to free myself from it. I would wander from one unfulfilling goal to the next. More wealth, a better station. My soul would wither, but to search for a place beyond suffering's reach is to nurture the soul, to harden it against the elements.
You know, I don't think it is, but the voice actor kind of sounds like the same person that did the voice in Knights of the Republic 2, Master Zezkael. Don't think it is, but I'm not sure. Very similar, though.
Suffering is the greatest gift the gods have given us.
Actually, it could be.
Their most beautiful, perfect creation. It is the hand that turns the wheel.
So, you don't seem like you're from around here.
I was visiting a monastery, not far from here. I found it empty, but I met a messenger as I left. He carried a call for aid. Seeing that he would find no monks at the monastery, I chose to go in their place. Zawa is no longer young, but in combat he is still the greatest of the Takan people. It seemed only right that he should go.
Stalwart hired me as well.
I would not say I am hired. I seek no wage, and I promise no result. I have chosen a path, and my spoils come from walking it.
An uneasy frown settles on his face.
And this fortress, this Durgan's battery, its people are gone. Zawa would know why.
If you seek the White Forge as well, I could use the help of an experienced traveler. Or experienced, warrior. His face tilts upward, his eyes fixing on the sky. He remains motionless, entranced. At length, he blinks as if awakening and looks back at you. He shrugs cheerily.
If one wishes to swim, it is no time to argue with the current. We are here together in this moment because a perfect force has willed it. Who is Zawa to argue? I will walk with you so long as the gods wish it so.
Let's be on our way. Alright, he's level 1. I definitely need to level him. I don't know, if I'm being honest. Because in truth, I like having all these party members and their abilities. I especially like, you know, Grieving Mother's taking control briefly, if I can get it off, of a creature. Kana has a gun and his buffing abilities with his bard stuff. Well, that's what I'm saying it is. Yeah, Chanter, whatnot. I'm going to keep Adair and Aloth, I think. Sagani, well, Sagani has Ilmark as well. And that's been helpful. Okay, for right now, I will
Farewell.
dismiss Sagani and recruit him. I think. I think I'll do that. Yeah.
Zawa is ready.
Okay, so gonna do that. And he is a monk, I'm assuming? What's this do? -2 wound, gain wounds at a faster rate. +1 wounds. The monk immediately inflicts enough raw damage on himself or herself to gain a wound. Okay. Let's start with the wound stuff. Let's do the swift strikes. Ooh, lightning strikes, causing anyone hit by the attack to take additional shock damage. Yeah. %50 chance to reflect ranged attacks. Yes. It's like that ability, what is it? Like catch missiles or deflect or something like that. So yeah, we're definitely getting that. Plus 5% burning damage per wound. Yeah. There we go. So yeah, let's move him there.
I'm here.
Okay. What does he have? Okay, let's give him this. And then, in terms of armor, what does he wear? Monk outfit, light armor. What does he look with a hood? That's funny. Let me check my stash really fast. Yeah, I could give him some robe. How does he look? Yeah, because if anything, his recovery speed is still -15, but he has a DR of 5. Yeah, I'll do that for right now. And then... Oh wait, hang on. I guess there. Okay, that's good enough for right now.
Hmm?
So Defala, slave hunter, can't leave town until she's been dealt with. Party have made camp somewhere west of town. Okay.
Of course.
Me and Sledge are thinking about heading down, joining a caravan over to Dawning.
Dawning? What for? You like your ogres bigger?
We'd have work at least, and I'm damn sick of fish.
Okay. There's them. Let's take a look around here. Remember there... You know, let's go ahead and grab this. Okay, that's fine. Maybe they're actually in the wood. Maybe that's what he means. I don't know, when I think west of town, I just think, like, you know, literally the west part of town, but... I don't know, we'll see. Let me read that one more time. Somewhere west of town. Okay, you know what, it's probably outside of town. So let's just take a gander. The Russet Wood takes 8 hours.
I wonder, Aloth, don't you ever feel curious about Isilmir's history?
Not even a little.
But think of the opportunities. You could learn so much about the past.
There are some things I'm happy not knowing.
Alright, let's go back to the keep. Check, leaves in 8 days, 22 hours. During Dignitary has arrived at the stronghold. He requests your aid in an upcoming meeting with representatives of the Fisher Crane tribe near the Thayan Bog. Interesting. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and save it, I think. Alright, actually, you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'll call it for this episode. I know I hadn't done a whole lot, and we're just kind of getting started here. I think what I might do, you know, explore the woods, see what happens there. Try not to spend so much time on it so I can, and then, after I try to complete this quest, tracking them down, I think I'm going to go back to the keep, see about that missive, then come back and then continue helping out the village of Stalwart. And go from there. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching and tuning in to these episodes. I greatly appreciate it. Wherever you guys are, have a good day, have a good night, and as always, take it easy.